Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do something I don't usually do. I am going to attempt to work with some crumbs. Give me just a second and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is a pile of scraps, and as you can see there are some very tiny pieces. Let's just measure this. Look at that. That is an inch wide. Oh my goodness, that's so small. I usually don't work with tiny crumbs. I usually have a minimum of, say, 2 inches that I work with. But today I'm going to attempt to make some fabric out of crumbs and see what kind of zipper bags I can make out of these. And while I was getting started, my kitty cat Blaze came and laid down on this bin that I have 10-inch squares stored in. He has made himself comfortable. He likes to hang out with me. Anyway, Blaze, say hi to the people. Nah, he's not going to. As you'll see in a lot of my other Scrappy videos, the process starts with sewing 1 piece to 1 piece, and that will equal 2. The scraps I was using for this particular project, some of them had come off of a strip type quilt, and I had to use my seam ripper to take some of these scraps apart before I could use them. That kind of made me not want to do it, but I powered through and I did it anyway, and I used up all those tiny scraps. I also took advantage of a few scrap strips and sewed tiny pieces to a strip, which I then would cut apart later. And with that, I kept going until round 1 was complete. Then I pulled those chains out from behind my sewing machine and started cutting them apart. With these tiny pieces, I really feel it's necessary to press between each round. It's quite the feeling of accomplishment to see the pile after round 1, and I know that round 2 is going to take me half as much time. Now it's time to take a patch of 2 and sew it to another patch of 2. Look at that chain coming out from behind my sewing machine. And this round continues with cutting those apart and then pressing them. I continue the process, sewing patches together with other patches, making bigger and bigger pieces. And the super fun part of this method, to me at least, is each round takes exponentially half the time of the previous round, and that is a great feeling when you get down to the bottom of the pile and you're getting close to the end. It really feels good. For most of the rounds, up until the very end, I just hand trimmed my 1/4 inch to make pressing easier and eliminate bulk. But when I got to the end, I decided I really needed to use my straight ruler, my long one, to give myself a straight edge. So I put one straight edge on every scrap so that I would have two straight edges to sew together. Having that straight edge really made it easier to put these bigger pieces together. My finished product here is two large pieces of fabric made out of crumbs, strips, and scraps, and I plan to make a project with those in my next video. Hey, thanks for joining me today. As you can see behind me, here are the scraps, two pieces of fabric that I made out of the scraps and the bits and the crumbs and the strips. I don't have a big project to do with these. I want to do a couple of little zipper bags out of these. I might do some maybe squares with some trim on the sides. I haven't really decided yet. That'll be my next video. But just full disclosure, the smaller the unit you're starting with, so these crumbs and small bits, the longer the process will take you. So if you're in a hurry to make something, use big parts. If you need to do a quilt in a day, use big squares, big blocks. Don't go tiny like this, unless you've got a lot of time on your hands to make a big quilt top. But to do something small like this, you can do in a day with crumbs. I'm going to say sewing these two bits of fabric together was about a 6 to 8 hour process. So it can be done, but I'm not making a big quilt out of scraps this time. So anyway, I really want to thank you for joining me. My name's Annette, Sunbeam Fabric Art. If you like my channel, subscribe. If you want to get notifications about my new videos, hit the little bell icon and like the video. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you back here again real soon, especially for my next project, making a couple of zipper bags out of these little scraps. Have a great day. Bye-bye.